Alright, it's a quick PSA that Ableton is it's a lying piece of shit. Specifically the warp function for like audio files is lying to you. It's a piece of shit. So I'm trying to remaster a track that I made like 2 years ago. I don't have the project file for it. I don't really have the project file for half my shit. So I just have to do what I can with the downloaded MP3 from my own SoundCloud. So I'm gonna remaster this, and the problem is it sounds pretty ass. I made it back when I didn't know much about panning, phasing, mono compatibility, things like that. So like it sounds horrible, and it's gonna be completely ass on multiple sound systems, especially club systems. It's just gonna suck. So like this is what it sounds like right now, right? It's like I'll just bring the gain down a little bit so I don't mess with it. It's a good version. What it used to sound like. And if I turn it to mono, just listen to how it sounds in mono. It was bad. Yeah. So I'm trying to fix it, and so far the post-processing is going pretty good. Okay. The problem, and this is what the PSA is about, is the warp function. For some reason, it's not lining up to the beats. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, not lining up. And I'm trying to line up the 1s and 3s, the strong beats, in like 4x4, because everything else inside will figure itself out. When you try warping stuff in Ableton, it will suggest things. So the yellows are the ones I decided to put on the beats that I needed to, and the gray ones over here are what Ableton is recommending I pick as the point where that sound starts. So like, if I look at this one right over here, on 47, make it bigger. If I zoom in, yeah, you can see that it starts exactly where it needs to start, right? So like, if you just trust Ableton and use them as is, you'll be pretty good for the most part. So like, that was good. A few are good, but there's a few which are not good. So like, here's a good example. If you notice here, the yellow one I picked is different from the white one. This is what Ableton was suggesting, was start here. And what's that doing is, it's gonna start the clap later. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So like, the clap's gonna be after the third. And if you just let it run with that, it's gonna really mess you up. So let's say I picked what Ableton suggested, and I used that. Just hear what it sounds like. It does this like sound, so like, at this clap, it's like, but if I don't do that, if I like go, and this is what the recommendation is, like, always zoom in and try to figure out for yourself where it really starts. Look at both channels, because it's stereo. I think it should probably start somewhere not that far off, probably around here. I think like here is like somewhere decent. So if I use this, right, I'm gonna use the one that I used last time. Here. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, never trust this thing, man. It's absolutely lying to you. You'll get lucky and it'll line up by itself every now and then, but like... Yeah, like that one's good. This one is sorta good. Probably should be here though. Oh yeah, this is the second beat, not the third beat. Never mind. First and third, that's all that matters. A lot of people just say like use the first beats, like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let everything else land where it needs to land. I mean, that can work pretty good for other melodic stuff, but like when you're doing dance music or anything that has a beat to it, the first and third beats are extremely important, like, because you're beat matching to that, so like that's very important to get right. And if you don't get it right, you know, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, like, okay. I trusted it to know exactly where it was on that one, but if I zoom in, it's telling me to start here. Here. That's not right. That's like not right at all. It should realistically be as close as possible to like this signal. Move it back. See, it did it again. For this other clap. This should be where it starts. Even for this clap, because this clap is like an important one. So, you know, you kind of want to make exceptions to the 1 and 3 thing. Yeah, that was the PSA. Don't trust Ableton. It absolutely lies to you. Don't trust your own music, because it could be totally out of phase. Like, this is how it used to be. You look at that average just like going off. They're like way off. Yeah, we want to bring the width down at least. I see like it's within where it needs to be. It still leaks out every now and then, but I think minus 35 is good for my situation here. It takes a little juice out of your mix, like the stereo magic of it all, but I mean, would you rather have the magic in the specific headphones that you're wearing, or have it sound good on every single thing you listen to it on? And especially since I'm recording this for you guys, so you know, your music's gonna be played in like a bigger system. So like, you could have put a lot of work into a certain reverb or chorus or some shit, but you know, you're not gonna hear it when it's live. I've seen a lot of examples where you've heard a tune that sounds great on SoundCloud or in your headphones or whatever, but sometimes when you hear that same tune in the club, you go like, that sounded different. I don't know why. Probably why. Anyways, look at the mapping of the rap thing. Don't trust it. Ableton's a piece of shit. And yeah, have fun. Bye. That's from TED Talk. Peace.
You little Cantonese bastard. Hey, you like this? What are you doing? Hi, my name's Eric Bachman. I'm a lying fuck. Who are you yelling at? We're the only two people in the fucking house. Eric, a liar.